Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the new Let's Play of System
Welcome
Shock
to the
2.
Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility.
I am here.
Please watch your step
With
when leaving
lightning.
The train. The grav
I
shaft
am
at the
here.
end of the hall will take you to the street level training and recruitment center. Please
And we will
proceed to the grav
be
shafts.
going through this game. Okay, right.
Oh,
there's
who
no
knocked that
interfacing.
bin over? Jeepers.
Huh?
I said, who knocked that bin over? Some people have no manners. Jeepers.
And we will have some interesting, throughout the things, we will have some interesting tidbits from development, arts work,
Step
and
into the grav shafts to
potential,
proceed
like,
to the street level
reading
recruitment.
pitch, the original pitch
Don't put this
document.
pressure. Yeah, don't put this pressure on me, jeepers.
No, but I will be putting in like random artwork as well when I find it's relevant. Otherwise, we'll be going through. Also, this basketball is very important. It's the most important item in the game.
Oh,
Not
are
really,
we going to shoot
but
some
anyways.
hoops?
At some points,
Before
yes.
your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
Fuck you! No, I shall not go into
If you've
basic
completed
training.
basic training,
I don't
you're
need
ready
advanced
for-
training either.
here's
I will
where
be
you
going
make your
through that
choice,
shit
soldier.
anyways.
Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
Okay, so the overall description of these 3. The OSA focuses on psionics. You will have some psionic abilities which you can do random shit. This is the one I'm gonna do because I haven't done this before, so it's gonna be interesting and it's gonna be a bit more different for me. Navy focuses kind of more towards like stats, or like the tech stats that you can get. You can get more choices over that with the things you can choose. And then Marine, you get more, it's more combat oriented. You get like weapon training. You can choose between the different weapon trees that you have, and then you can get some more offensive or things that will help you more in combat type of things. Generally, the Marine is the one you want to choose, whichever other route than psionics you want to go. You could pick Navy. I don't remember what exactly it could be best for, but generally I found that Marine is the best one to choose otherwise. But obviously it's best to choose...
By that, he means that he can get his assault rifle quite fast.
It doesn't really matter, but I guess yes. Yeah, sure. That's also a thing. Since you can get standard weapons 2 immediately from the get-go. But the OSA is the best one if you're planning to use psionics, because it's all focused on different psionic abilities and whatnot that you get in the beginning. So this is the one we're gonna go. It's gonna be mostly, like, I'm gonna use weapons outside of the psionic as well, so it's gonna be more of a complementary thing. But I'm still gonna use it because it's useful.
Allegedly.
Yes.
The OSA welcomes you to Orbital Station Chunlo. Ready yourself to feel the limitations of your mind slipping away. We will guide your path over the next 4 years. The shuttle bays at the center of the station will ferry you to your next stage of growth. When you've chosen, head into the appropriate shuttle bay. Get ready to learn things you've never imagined.
I don't know, I'm pretty good at imagining things.
Yeah. We are right, walking sideways is kind of faster for some reason. Okay, here we have 3 different things, which has text, and then it will say kind of what the different things are that you will get.
The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Chulun are modulated for your training. You shall spend a year in contemplation of mass, both yours and that of objects, until you can bend them to your intentions.
Right, so yeah, discipline 2, cryokinesis, and psycho-reflective screen. I'm pretty sure psycho-reflective screen is like just gives you more defense.
The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Runang await you. A year in meditation on the nature of matter will grant you power over it.
Okay, so you will get cryokinesis from all 3 because that is your standard attacking thing. And then you get either protective screen, which I think just increases your defense. Then you have kinetic redirection, which enables you to pull things towards you. And then this one is...
The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Shaoling await you. There you will spend a solitary year focused in a meditation on motion and sound, and how they may serve your will.
Oh. And whatever they said to cyber... what was it? Cyber affinity. Psychogenetic cyber affinity. Or psychogenic cyber affinity. I'm just gonna go through the middle because this is one that I get, so I can get some fucking quiet from these fuckers. But the psychogenic cyber affinity will basically give you... Cyber affinity gives you bonuses in your tech abilities, like hacking. It makes it easier and whatnot. And so that will just give you an immediate boost to that as you use it. Alright, so 15th of February 2112. Your year in the tanks of the Runang is finished. Your will has grown. Your mind can freeze your foes in their tracks and pull distant objects to you. These talents will serve you well. Second tier disciplines are now within your grasp. You may now take your skills into the field to pit them against our enemies. You mastered tier 2 yeah, and then just says what it does again. And we have nothing. We have tactical psionic training, Ilwan's research lab, and telepathic interrogation. What is this?
Sifting the thoughts of treachery and disloyalty from the morass of emotion and internal conflict that fill most mundanes can be disquieting. You shall spend a year building the general strength of your mind, while learning how to probe the thoughts of the less capable without losing yourself.
Dude, like this like group of whatever military type thing, like, oh, the OSA seems really interesting. And they seem really evil compared to everything else. Just based on what they learn.
They seem a little bit evil.
It's like you will be able to probe your minds of the minds of your enemies. Okay, so you get 2 psionic ability. I'm not Quite sure. Yeah, no, wait a minute. Psionic ability. It means you get +2 in psi. Right. So you get +2 in psi stats. This one give you 1 in
Dr. Chandris
research.
Valan's research labs have produced many of this decade's advances in psionic technique. You shall spend a year serving his genius, learning to understand his insights and whims.
Research your favorite stat.
Yes, but I'm gonna need it actually because I'm gonna use exotic weapons. So you need to research
Oh.
that shit. So I'm gonna have to pick that, but not this one because research is not. I can just pick no level 1 in research. It's better to get the psi quick up first. I'm probably gonna pick that one. What is this one?
Your body has been
endurance.
neglected in your training of your mind. On Io, you will find soldiers who wish to test their endurance. You will surpass their physical prowess without compromising your mental discipline.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with psi first because it's. If you don't get hit, you don't need health.
Sifting the thoughts
Exactly.
of treachery and
You only need
disloyalty
1
from
health
the morass
to
of
survive.
emotion-
Just dodge, lol.
You just don't get hit. 23rd of February. Is that oh right, I mean, yeah,
21:13.
13 instead of
Your
12.
time of service at the OSA Central Core has reached its end. Your year was mostly peaceful, with one major exception. The hired assassin tried to disguise her intentions under a layer of quite explicit daydreams, but you were deceived. Near the end, you felt the presence of her fading thoughts enter your own mind, and then vanish like clearing mists. You gain +2 psionic ability.
Woo! Also, here we
Yeah.
have year 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one? No, wait. You go through this door. Oh no, you can see him right there.
Who?
The robot.
Oh, man!
Okay. The robot just dancing when they think you don't see it.
Hey, Macarena! Hey!
Physical field operations. Oh,
Many
Jesus.
threats to security can only be defeated from inside. Your mind shall be carefully blanked and conditioned with the nature and past of a criminal. Join with the criminal and rebellious. Endure their squalor and chaos, and then, when it is time, liquidate them from within.
Liquidate them. These people sound
Okay.
evil as fuck. Or it's just the fact that you're a very special agent. Which I'm guessing it's what SA stands for, special agent. I'm
Maybe.
not sure what O would stand for, potentially.
Operation.
Operation
Operative.
Special... Nah, it doesn't really fit.
Special Agent Operative. That makes
In the
perfect.
grand scheme, individuals are no more
Neural
important
reflex
than pieces
dampening.
on a game board. Occasionally, it becomes necessary to remove a piece without disturbing the flow of the game. These removals will be done in silence and with complete secrecy. You shall spend a year learning these skills.
And this
So
one
that's
is...
clearly the
Acts of
assassin
political
path.
terrorism and corporate coercion disturb corporate and political stability. You shall spend a year battling these chaotic elements, both psionically and by physical force.
Okay, so all 3 gives you strength, agility, and then 1 in cyber affinity. But they give you one different tier 2, I believe, skill. And so one was the fucking electron dampening whatever, which I think I remember is basically useless because it's not needed. So I won't pick that one. This one was, what the fuck was it called?
In the
Neural
grand
reflex
scheme,
dampening.
individuals are no more
I'm not
important
sure what
than
that
pieces on
does.
a game
But
board.
this one,
Acts of
psychogenic
political
agility,
terrorism
increases your
and corporate
agility
coercion
under
disturb
for a
corporate-
certain amount of time, which is good because you need agility, or agility is good because agility increases your movement speed, it reduces your recoil with standard weapons,
And it reduces fall damage.
yes, which can be a bitch fall damage in this game, just
9th
like
of
in Dark
February.
Souls.
9th of February, 2114, sorry. You are directed to return to station 74/34A. Your year of the OSA Central Core has reached its conclusion. You learnt the ways of lifting secrets from the minds of enemies and disarming their devices. But when it came time to act, speak, both natural and mentally enhanced, was critical. You gained +1 strength, +1 agility, +1 cybernetic affinity, and mastered psychogenic agility.
Dinosaurs.
Oh.
Text that. Fucking Protocol
Protocol
Tango.
Tango.
Captain
that
William
must be to
Bedford
help that
Diego.
robot dance.
Oh, there it said the soldier's name actually. That's where they got it. The rocket has been approved. Report to show Mayfair. Bunch of numbers. Get ready to be part of history, soldier.
Yeah.
William Bedford Diego. Whoosh.
Shuttle A138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
Well, I can't wait for a nice, quiet trip aboard Von Braun.
The trip, I'm pretty sure. Oh, aboard the Von Braun, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Von Braun will be pretty peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure
Ew.
if on it will be.
Why was that arm just dancing around? Oh dear. I don't see why she was screaming. That guy clearly just wanted to give her a hug.
Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Error. It's interesting that restoring that memory restoration was in red and error was in yellow.
Don't worry about it. Oh dear. It's time for goggles.
Yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the computer ops staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks.
That
You're
doesn't
on
seem
board the
suspicious
starship
at all.
Von Braun, and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that?
Fuck
But
you.
keep your
No.
eyes open. They're after us both now.
Can you remember Deck 4? Remember Deck 4?
Got it.
Also, I'm pretty sure
Deck
throwing up blood
2.
is not a good sign.
Well, fun fact, the
Watch out. I'm
No, it's
getting
blood
strange
everywhere, so it
readings
might
from
not
that
just be.
radar dish outside the
I think
window.
that was
It's becoming
character throwing up.
unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
you don't actually have to take it.
You don't actually have to take over now. So because we had, since we again, as an OSA, we get Black Ops Psionic Amplifier, this will be connected to our arm, and we can use our psionic abilities. We have... Where are
Also,
these?
just a fun fact before I
Oh,
forget.
okay, no.
In the German version of the game, it had to be heavily censored to avoid banning. So all the blood had to be turned to green.
Oh, really?
Yes, and some of the bodies, such as, because spoiler alert, things are going very. There are some of the bodies in the deck we're on at the moment, Medsci, that are hanging from the ceiling have been removed. Had to be removed.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Also, I'm
It's not
trying
good.
to figure out which button might quick select my psionic abilities. I'm fairly certain there should be a button for somewhere. Also,
Have
we want
you
to.
tried checking the
do-
options?
I guess I might as well do that. Ghost mice controls. Where do we have the fucking things? Maybe. Let's see here. We have next weapon and whatnot. Reload gun, change ammo. So item inventory, crouch, slide, speed toggle, free look. I don't think it's here. Weapon setting. Minus O and
No.
V. Ah, here we go.
Hey,
Why the fuck it's O and V is weird, but anyways, yeah, so in order to, you have different tiers of your psi abilities. So we have the option to use level 2, but yes, the one we got, the psiogenic agility, was still in tier 1. So the neuro reflex dampening eliminates all weapon kickback. Oh, that could have been good, but I mean, agility still is.
Agility is
It
pretty
kind of does
sweet.
the same thing, but not to that degree. Doesn't take away all. But agility still increases speed and whatnot, so it's good. Reflector, psycho-reflective screen increases, just protects you for 50% of all combat damage. Cyber affinity, don't really need. And this is the remote electron tampering. Makes active alarms time out faster. If you just don't get alarmed, then it's
Yes.
useless.
But Nick, we have watched Malice play this game, and avoiding alarms is very difficult.
For him.
Yes, if you aren't paying attention to where you're going, it can be very
Also,
difficult.
the cameras give you a audio cue that has seen you, so you can. And also, if you
Yes.
listen, if you have directional, so you can, like, if you have two headphones, you can actually hear from where it came from.
Alternatively, if you when you hear it, immediately walk backwards
Yeah.
rather than stand still and try and figure out where it is.
And also, even if you get alarmed, you can just go to like one of the security panels that immediately turns it off. You
There's
just
enough-
right click and it immediately turns it off. So there's no point in having this one. It's
There's enough of
completely
shit.
useless.
There's enough of shitting on Malice.
Yeah. And then so there's 5 tiers. They get more difficult or more expensive as you go along. Also, it says
Shocking.
F1, so wait, that's the wrong one. Okay. Oh, you can also press F1 to cycle through your tier 1.
That sounds like it might be better.
But I can just press V to cycle through my current ones. But you press otherwise the F buttons up to 5 in order to change the tiers. Yeah, so you have cryokinesis, Psypo, and then agility, which was how long does this one?
It's 2 + 1 for every level.
2 minutes and +1 per psi, and I have how much in psi? I have 3 in psi.
3, so that's 5 minutes.
I have 2 in everything except endurance, which is fine.
Don't need endurance, just
Pretty
don't get hurt.
good. And so how much? Agility by 2, so I will get 4 agility by using that one, which is pretty
Yes.
good since 6 is the maximum. So then
Oh,
you have
yeah,
these. Then you have combat.
good.
We will go over them when they become relevant, I guess.
It's time for us to use our very sturdy wrench.
Yes, the very sturdy wrench.
The entire sector is depressurizing in the low vacuum.
Jesus.
Oh.
Won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Fun fact: to remove the illusion, you don't actually have to hurry.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't.
Here's some info panels if you need to read about certain stuff. But yeah,
If
you
you're a
don't need to
nerd,
hurry
you
anything.
want to read. Oh,
So here we get. I know the code, but here we get the audio log for the code.
yes, our first audio log.
Gotta change the access codes out of Cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
Also, fun fact. Or are you gonna bring that up? Maybe, I don't know.
No, I was just going to say, clearly that was easy to remember because you've remembered it.
Yeah. 4511, or at least 45100. 451 was the code for the first door in System Shock 1. Hello?
Oh,
Hello, Stock Scream. Oh, shit.
and there we have shotgun grunt.
Yes. The shotgun hybrid, as they're called.
Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to cryo recovery B.
Oh,
Decompression event imminent.
No, I don't want to.
can't tell me what to do.
This power cell is dead.
Yeah, I
There
can
should be a
sell.
recharger nearby.
It says dead power
Just
cell.
use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. After you've recharged the cell, plug it into the auxiliary power unit. That should open the airlock door. Be quick about it. The vacuum seals won't hold up much longer.
In there. And there's also another wrench in case you
Somehow
pick
didn't
up
pick
this
up,
one.
yeah.
You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area.
There are 4 types of units in the next room. 1 for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech.
That's a weird... Okay.
But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
Remember that line.
Yes, remember these
that
cyber
line.
modules are hard to come by.
Yes, very difficult. I mean, they might be in the higher difficulties, but on normal they are not very difficult to come by.
You're ruining the illusion.
It'll be apparent. I can tell you that. So let's see. Where's some items
Now
here?
there's a thing up there.
One there. I think there's 2.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Speed booster as well. So we have this little button here, which can also actually give us some info on certain stuff, which I haven't done for a bunch of things, so it might be interesting to read. Some efficient nanite-based technology was introduced after a series of radical experiments at the University of Massachusetts in 2078. Nanites are subatomic machines that are capable of being programmed to perform a nearly infinite variety of tasks, from forming themselves in a replication grid to form into arbitrary objects, to fighting bacteria and viruses in a human bloodstream. In other words, nanites, combined with replication tech, created the every material. What? Created the every material. The UN Currency Redefinition Act of 2082 opened up the door for moving financial transactions to a strict nanite basis.
Nano machines, son.
Nanomachine, son. The module contained a mix of programmable RNA databases and brainwave EM, which can be used to augment a cyber rig at any upgrade unit. A proprietary tri-optimum training device. Skills acquired via upgrade units are not guaranteed to last more than a few weeks. Those skills acquired in this fashion and then used consistently and especially under stressful conditions are frequently found to be permanent. God was he jacked. I have never seen a specimen like him. How much of his original self remained? Hard to say. However, I must admit, he put the psi back in cybernetic. She magazine, July 21/11. What does our sturdy fucking wrench say? A very solid wrench. A multi-purpose tool. Yeah, sure, for bashing and for fixing stuff. Generally used for engineering purposes. However, it makes an effective makeshift weapon. When you hit someone over the head with 22 pounds of steel, they tend not to appreciate it. Tassaman, poor VB, maintenance crew. The wrench does not require any weapon skills to use. How fucking
Which is fortunate,
good.
because you don't have any.
Oh wait, no, I actually do. No, wait a minute. Wait, no, it's combat. So no, I don't. I don't have anything. I was thinking of strength. Developed by Esper Industries. Oh, Esper. Here we use that word.
Really?
The West world doesn't use Esper really. It's more the Eastern use Esper.
What a bunch of weebs.
A critical branch of Triops military R&D division. This controversial device, I couldn't guess why, allows
psionically enabled individuals to amplify and project their powers into the world. For the development of psi-amps, psi powers were mostly only detectable in a lab environment. The amp contains and inhibits the normal diffusion problems inherent in psi phenomena. The amp also allows the user to effectively channel their innate powers to a number of prescribed effects. This device can cause a furore in the This device caused a furore in the psi community, primarily because its obvious military applications, but also because the amp's tendency to define psionic disciplines along a few specific and generally utilitarian axes.
And just random 4-5 standard
casing is encased in a solid steel jacket. These amps like general purpose stopping power. Their main advantage of this ordnance is they're extremely cheap to produce and therefore readily available. No target type is either particularly vulnerable nor resistant to these rounds.
Oh really? Are you sure about that one? Speed booster, does this say anything? The Vita High.
Hub
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm pretty sure it's Vita, because that is from the...
Vita means life.
Yes.
The Vita Hype Speed Boost Hyper converts 20 seconds of double speed, popular amongst high school students for dangerous street sport of crash careering. The Speed Hypo can also be invaluable in emergencies, or for when you want to run into a wall.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. What's the basketball say? A basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing special. A perfectly ordinary basketball.
Yes. Also, did we put... No, we just got... No, let's get to deck 4 to meet Dr. Polito.
I don't want to.
Here. Where? Oh, there. Just random shit falling. Is that course with more cyber...
Oh wow, those were hard to come by.
So here are the upgrade stations, but we'll take a look at them soon. Here's another log.
Hey Doc, a security bot showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no cyber doc, but I know a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
And so then we have this door, which you can hack into if you had a hack skill. Otherwise, the code is just a bunch of zeros. For some reason. So we get a brawn booster, which increases strength by 1. The Krygon manufacturer's brawn boost TM implant increases the user's strength by 1, burning up 1% of its charge every 10 seconds. The implant acts to circumvent many of the legal restrictions on athletic pharmaceuticals. Woo! Nice long word. By avoiding any actual drugs and simply stimulating the musculature with electric and magnetic impulses.
That still seems really fucking illegal.
But it's not. Designed as a quick fix
Medical
for
hypos, designed as a quick fix for minor injuries. The Chemcal Medical Hypo injects a healing enzyme which can make a crude assessment of the patient's condition and somewhat alter the chemical makeup of the hypo to fit the case. In addition, the hypo contains a mixture of standard painkillers and anticoagulants. Not meant as a treatment for serious injuries, the Med Hypo will do in a pinch. The only downside is the rather sharp stick of over-engineered vac needles, which was nearly recalled 20 years ago on its introduction. Strong litigation by Triop's legal department eliminated the potentially costly eventuality.
Well, it's not meant as a treatment for serious injuries. No, of course it is. Just shove more into your leg.
Yes, exactly.
If one doesn't work, shove 5 into your leg instead.
Yeah, exactly.
That will surely work.
It is the perfect fix. Now,
8 cyber modules, so we can choose different things. So a new, like if you don't have any training in anything like the weapons, they will always cost 12 to begin with, and then it will go down to, what is it, like, something that I have, or okay, or in this case it's 10 for tech. Otherwise it will cost 3. So let's see, what should we upgrade? We can't upgrade Psi, which I don't think I need at the moment either. Agility, there are some weapons which will require an agility minimum. I think we will get a shotgun, it requires agility 3, but we won't get that right now, so I won't put into agility. Cybernetic affinities and
also, if you wanted to use the shotgun, you'd have to put stuff into combat.
No, wait a minute. Does the shotgun need any? I don't think the shotgun needs any agility.
No,
it might not. It needs 3 in standard weapons. Is what it needs though. That's the thing. Yeah, strength determines how much it gives you 1 extra space of inventory if when you level that one up. Endurance just increases resistance to radiation and toxins and increase max hit points. Psi gives you more Psi points and makes your Psi things stronger. Agility well recovered. And cyber affinity isn't really needed per se. It kind of just makes it a bit easier, but It's whatever. And we have psi abilities. So tier 2 requires 5, and tier 1 requires 3. So we could technically get 1 in tier 1 and 1 in tier 2 now.
But as we've already discussed, with the exception of maybe one of them, none of the other. We've got all of the tier 1s we want.
Kind of. Maybe this one, but I think there is a better version later on. Potentially? Might be like a tier 5 one. Yeah, here we have this one. Protects you even 60%. But
Jeepers.
I don't think I need this one, really. I haven't needed it before, so I won't need it now. But this one might be interesting to have at some point. But these two are not needed, so...
What are the tier 5s?
Advanced...
Oh no, sorry, no, I meant tier 2.
Tier 2, yeah, I was like, what? Anti-entropic field. While this discipline is active, your ranged weapons cannot break and their condition will not degrade.
That's
Fucking Jesus. That's interesting. That is good if you have this assault rifle. Just spray for days without it actually degrading. Adrenaline overproduction. Increase hand-to-hand damage by factor equal to PSI. That is good. If you're... That is... I'm pretty sure it's a must if you're doing a psi only kind of. If you're doing a psi only, then that is very needed.
Or a melee.
I mean, if you do psi only, you use melee as well.
You run around and fucking touch a death.
Bonk. Everything dies. Neural decontamination shields you from 80% of radiation damage.
That's pretty good.
Regeneration just regenerates lost hit points. 2 hit points per psi. Increase strength by 2. Increase your psionics by 2. Psi points costs are doubled while active.
Ooh.
Then localized pyrokinesis. Damages all creatures within a 5-foot radius. Probably you as well, so it has AoE to you. Higher psi increases damage to enemies. So that is a different type of attack that we can use. We could take that one and then one in endurance just to get these over, which I'm actually going to do that.
Just lob them fireballs.
There we go. So if we take this one, yes. So now we can use Pyro Field, which is basically like cryokinesis, but has an AoE. And
it's a fireball.
Yes. I'm not sure how it's going to do against certain enemies. Or it's probably better against certain, but we'll test that. Cryokinesis can hurt every enemy though, so that's something good to note.
More medical hypos.
Boom.
Oof.
A science sector access card. You can break this window to get some slugs and the psi hypo.
Ooh.
Slug's gonna say anything. This was a fairly short text. The design of the basic shotgun slug hasn't changed much in the past century. Small heavy piece of metal delivered with a high kinetic energy is a short simple recipe for damage. Yeah. This one is kind of
quite long. The psi booster hypo contains a potent cocktail of tension relievers, dopamine inhibitors, and circulatory stimulants. A dose will increase your psi points by 30. Up to your maximum. The Surgery General has warned that the psi booster hypos can be habit-forming and dangerous to your health. Note also that the manufacturer has used special patented process to make these items unable to be duplicated by those who know the molecular duplication psi discipline in order to protect their monopoly.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that is a psi. This one, yeah, use some nanites to duplicate one ammo clip or hypo, except those, so that you can't infinitely basically do shit. You can't
it wouldn't be infinitely because you'd need.
Oh well, except for nanites,
yeah.
but like you can just get unlimited amounts of psi basically. In theory, that's the wrong one. Yeah.
Progress.
This here, this otherwise, so you can get to them, just platform, but that's unnecessary.
We could have also just, we could have also just pulled it off with the force pull, but Oh!
Somebody let me out. I
No.
can't find my card. Please. Let me
There you go.
Go ahead. Oh, okay, nope. So this is...
Well
yeah.
done. I'm uploading some more modules.
Well, those were hard to come by.
Here's
Here we go. A pipe grunt, as they were referred to.
Bonk. Bonk. These are really easy hybrids. I don't think we can... No, doesn't work like that.
Of course not.
Here's another one. Hey, you wanna fight, bitch? No, we will not silence the Discord. The Discord is very helpful. It helps us reconnect with people.
Yes, it also helps us record this.
Yes.
So we will not silence it.
Shall not silence the Discord. A hack 2 crate.
But yes.
Some chips. Cool. Some booze.
Crisps.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Crisps, they're not chips.
It's chips! Fuck you!
They're fucking called crisps.
Let's see. What is this unresearched object? It's not being researched, so we have no idea. What is this shit? Who knows? Here we have can of cola. Kind of non-specific cola.
In the early part of the 20th century, soda was created as a refreshing beverage, a mixture of carbonated water and corn syrup. For a trivially seeming product, soda and similar beverages fueled the rise of the first two mega corporations, names of which are illegally published by the UNN Information Ordinance number 234-FD34. Net rumors suggest that these two corporations' marketing skirmishes turned into physical ones. What the fuck's that?
Promulgated?
Promulgated by the destruction of offshore bottling plants by hired mercenary squads in 2023.
It's like a fucking trade war. Actual trade war.
Nah, that's not a trade war. That's like some fucking goddamn infinity shit.
And a bag of chips. I wonder if this is gonna be just as controversial. Cracker potato
chips, voted the UNN's favorite national food product in the early 21st century.
National
are made
food.
from slices of common potatoes, deep fried in hydrogenated oil. This treat is often supplemented with vitamins to boost its questionable nutritional value. When you need a tasty treat, Crackers are the chip to beat. Eat them by the bunch or by the pound. New improved Crackers won't lay you down. Crackers Neuronet promotion. 2111.
Jeez. Alright, here we have a bottle of liquor. Liqueur, or whatever you want to pronounce it.
Liquor. With the advances in pharmaceuticals that mimic the effects of alcohol, liquor has begun to be rated as in both true proof and factor, with the strongest drinks being close to 330 factor proof. This route gate gets you drunk the old-fashioned way. No added factor proof.
Okay.
Which is actually something that is being... God, that's not entirely science fiction, because there are people trying to research a synthetic alcohol.
Oh.
Yes, with the idea being that if it's synthetic, then you can create something that cures it alongside to avoid hangovers and make it so you could drive home after drinking it.
Okay. I see. With the
Yeah,
cameras, which we can barely see anything of. So here's, for example, one of the security control stations, which you just right-click and the alarm goes off. Or you can hack it in order to kind of
turn off all
disable
cameras
all cameras on the floor temporarily.
for a limited period.
Main droid traffic area. Keep clear. You mean this one?
Yeah,
look at this one. Just the maintenance droid.
Yeah, welcome. Oh, jeepers.
Also, speaking of
there
cameras,
is a security camera to your left. Oh,
don't believe cryokinesis does anything to this camera.
well, let's see, shall we?
Oh, it does! Okay, nice.
Hey.
Damn. The power outage has also taken out access to this bulkhead. It's the only way to get to the medical subsection. Pick up the battery from the floor and find a recharger. The one you used before is in hard vacuum now, I'm afraid. but there should be another one on this deck. Once you get the battery recharged, place it in the auxiliary override.
Don't wanna.
This dude got fried, and he has a Game Boy, kind of, or an MFD game player.
Swine Keeper.
Game cartridge Swinekeeper, so let's check the cartridge. This memory module contains a complete working game for use with your VMU GamePeg. Wink.
GamePeg.
Is the GamePeg, a shiny new GamePeg TM entertainment device from Vortex Mechanics Unlimited. Unable to play dozens of different games simply by inserting new memory cartridges. Most games star Grunty the Gaming Pig, who first rose to fame in the 2005 interactive entertainment corporate Swine. Disclaimer, VMU is not liable for any accidents which may occur due to distractions from playing GamePig TM games in a heads-up display. Was that what happened to him?
Possibly.
So you basically just put that in and then you have... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you just right click it. I won't be playing it because it's a waste of time.
What? Oh, come on, you gotta play at least one.
Oh, also Swinekeeper is basically Minesweeper.
Whoa, I never would have guessed that.
Oh.
It,
Rad hypos.
those are pretty
Super
rad.
rad. What's this one say?
This agent radically accelerates the half-life breakdown of many potentially hazardous components. Dr. Maria Delacroix, chief engineer aboard the Von Braun, was well aware of the imperfections inherent in the rush development of the ship. Notably, the coolant systems of the ship had a chronic cracking problem, leading to the widespread leaks of hazardous materials. While the leaks are easily detected and usually quickly fixed, she demanded that an extra supply of chemical rad hypos be distributed throughout the ship. Unlike most of her cautions regarding conditions on the Von Braun, this one was actually heeded. Most effective if used shortly after the hazardous event. Anti-radiation hypos inject a small amount of an agent commercially known as neutralizer. Like
no, neutralizer, but neutralizer.
Oh my god.
So here's a log from Curtis.
Ooh. Marie, I've got to restrict access to engineering until we can figure out what to do down there. It's just too hot. I don't know where all the hazard suits went, so I'm reduced to bringing down an armful of rad hypos. Those damn things always give me a headache.
So yeah, like that corpse would have been gone in the jet.
Mm-hmm. He's seen some shit. He's like, oh.
Yeah. On most decks, you'll find a quantum bioreconstruction device.
Machine.
Xerxes shut them all down, but I've discreetly put them back online. You'll need to interface with each machine locally to provide a quantum entanglement sample. Once you do that, the device will be able to rebuild your body essentially from scratch. It's not pleasant, but it's preferable to slow decomposition.
I mean, you wouldn't feel the slow decomposition, so...
I mean, I'd also make the argument that that wouldn't be you. In a similar way to how teleportation in Star Trek is suicide and cloning.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got called up around 0430 to help unload the shuttle coming back from Tau Ceti. Kerenskin was there alone. Jesus, what the hell happened to him? He'd lost most of his hair, and you could see these lumps on the side of his neck. And that smell. I told him he should go see Dr. Watts, but he told me to mind my own business.